Hi everyone, welcome back to Frenchies Bakery. Today I'm going to be showing you all how to make a wedding cake at home. So like with any cake, you are going to start by icing it. So I am putting some icing in between each layer of cake that I have here, and then I will be putting on the crumb coat all over the sides and on the top, smoothing it out nice and evenly, and then I will be popping it into the fridge for about 5 minutes. Here I am putting on the final coat of icing, and we are going to repeat this step to each of our tiers of cake. My bottom tier is a 10-inch, my second tier is an 8-inch, and then the top tier is a 6-inch. Once you have all of your cakes iced and cooled, we are then going to be putting the supports in the cake. So I am using some thick smoothie straws here, and you just want to place them down into the cake as far as they can go until they get stopped by the cake board on the bottom. You want to pull them out a little bit and then cut them straight across. For the bottom tier, I think I used about 12 supports, and then for the middle tier, I used 6. Now that we have all the supports in our cake, we can start decorating. So the designs that I'm doing all over the cake is called S's and C's. I'm using a Wilton number 6 tip to create this design. Before you do it on the cake, you can practice on a paper towel and then reuse the icing so nothing goes to waste. Once you have all the tiers decorated and they have been in the fridge for about 5 minutes, we can start stacking the cake. So I'm putting some icing over top of the straw supports that we have down, and this is going to help keep the cake together. So I am removing the cake board from our middle tier, and I am just going to be plopping it on top of our bottom tier. Here I have a tape measure, and I'm just going around the whole entire cake to make sure it's on nice and evenly. I then pipe on some icing to cover up that harsh line in between the cakes. Once you have this piped the whole way around, I then pipe on a shell border. So this is an up and down motion, and I use the same number 6 Wilton tip. And you're just going to repeat this to each tier that you have on your cake. Now for our final decoration, we are going to move on to making some roses. So this is a really special tool that I found on Amazon, and I will leave the link in the description box below. And it makes it so easy for making roses. So I'm spreading out some powdered sugar here and then rolling out some red fondant. And then I am just using this special tool here, and you just want to cut out the red fondant and flare out the edges so it looks like a real rose whenever you roll it. And you're just going to flip the bottom part right on top and roll it while flaring out the petals. So if this doesn't make any sense, don't worry. The product comes with picture directions, so it's super simple. It's just really hard to explain. And now I'm putting the roses onto the cake, so you just want to put a blob of icing to keep it on the cake. And I just played around with the roses. They are all different, just like a real flower. So you can position them so they look perfect. I just am playing around with it until they look perfect. And then on top of the cake, I put a bundle of them together around the H. So whatever cake topper you have, you can put a bunch of roses around it, or your cake topper can just be a bunch of roses, which would be really pretty as well. And just like that, you have a gorgeous, elegant wedding cake. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Bye.